Good evening. I would like you to not forget to like and subscribe if you feel that the video is worthwhile. Like and share if you think other people should see it. And of course, to like the video because it helps with the whatever you call it. So I'm confused about something. When I heard that if you boycott any products owned by Israelis, that you can go to jail for that. Now, my question is this just applicable to black people or do white people go to jail also? Because I want to know if you get arrested, if a white person is found boycotting a Jewish establishment, will his white privilege card exclude him from going to jail? I'm not, because somebody explained this to me. I'm really curious because I've never heard limitations being put on anyone with a white privilege card. The reason why I asked this question is because under the United States Constitution, if you boycott an establishment, that is freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech. So I'm wondering why no politicians, why the ACLU and other organizations aren't speaking out about this. And I have another question. Revelations 2:9 and 3:9 calls Israelis the synagogue of Satan. Now, when I read the Bible, am I allowed to read Revelations 2:9 and 3:9 if I'm black? Can I still read that? And if you're white and you have a white privilege card, is it okay for you to read it, but it's not okay for me to read it? Somebody explain this to me. And why isn't Biden saying something about this? Why isn't Trump saying something about this? Because this is taking away America's freedoms. This is taking away our freedoms. This is undemocratic. This is communists tell you what you can and cannot do. So I'm wondering, is this like a Jim Crow thing? Because nobody's saying anything about it. And usually when black people are denied a right or a privilege, nobody says anything about it. But now it seems like nobody is saying anything about it, even to white people. So is this something that they already know they can do because they have a white privilege card, so they don't have to worry about it, but I do? Can I still read Revelations 2:9 and 3:9? And what does this say? But is it still legal to read the Bible? Can Jesus be re-prosecuted for not respecting the synagogue of Satan? Oh my God. Can the synagogue of Satan, can they be God? Because they're telling me, I'm being told I can't tell the truth about the synagogue of Satan. So what does that make them? It would make them gods if I can't speak out against them. I mean, if I quote Jesus, can I still quote Jesus? Because if I can't, then that means that Israelis are God, and I should put the Creator, I should not put the Creator before them, because if I did, that's blasphemy. And if I get arrested quoting Yahshua, Jesus, by the United States government, then I'm committing blasphemy against the Jews. They're not Jews, they're Israelis, they're really Khazars. Then the United States government is satanic if Yahshua is correct, because they have put Yahshua ahead of God. Seems to me, or either this country is saying that they're equal in some kind of way, but how can that be when they're not, when they're Khazars and they're not even Jews? Not by blood, they are Jews by, well, Jews is by blood. But if you want to be of the Jewish faith, then that is a conversion thing. Then you can convert. So if you convert to Judaism, does that put you ahead of Yahshua? And should I condemn Yahshua in accordance with this new law that says you can't say anything, you can't tell the truth about Israelis, and you can't boycott them? Explain this to me. I am confused. Because if Yahshua in the Bible is correct, and the United States is saying, don't say anything, don't tell the truth about the synagogue of Satan, then that makes the United States satanic, and it also explains racism. And the reason why some Caucasians feel justified being racist, because they're serving their God, Satan, who also where Yahshua said Israelis are the synagogue of Satan. So this connects the United States with the synagogue of Satan. But how could this be? I mean, Israelis, but this is supposed to be a Christian nation. So how could this Christian nation be this way? Another point. Israelis have bombed hospitals, refugee camps, schools. They have deleted 20% of their military in friendly fire. They've also deleted some of their own prisoners of war. That sounds like something out of the synagogue of Satan. But then the United States supports this by saying, don't say anything about this. But somebody lost their cocaine in Washington. Then they were having homosexual sex in the White House too. They lost cocaine in the White House. They're having homosexual sex in the White House. Could the White House be a part of the synagogue of Satan? I mean, let me ask you a question. Is Joe Biden a Christian? Is he a Christian? Is the president of this country a Christian? Then I got another question. Joe Biden, as old as he is, suppose he passes away due to old age. Do you want Kamala Harris to run the country? Inquiring minds want to know what is going on. Because the truth of the matter is, the United States lost the Afghanistan war and bowed out gracefully. United States has lost the Ukrainian war and looking for a way to sneak out. And then a lot of the money that was allocated to the Ukraine disappeared, and the Ukraine may be guilty of selling military equipment that they're supposed to be used to fighting the Russians to the Russians. Then Zelensky, he purchased 2 yachts at $70 million, and he's been made a citizen of the United States. He's been given citizenship of the United States. But how can he be a citizen of the United States and the president of Ukraine? Somebody check this out, because to make sure that I'm getting this information is correct. Also, if you are a news channel, you can't support the Palestinians and you can't tell the truth. I already know that it's legal to lie in the United States, but is it mandatory too when it comes to Israel? Somebody tell me. I am confused. And if I'm wrong, then leave a comment and explain to me what's going on here, because I am totally confused. Totally confused. I don't know if you want to like and subscribe, because would you want to like and subscribe to a station where the guy is totally confused? Like and subscribe anyway. Talk to you later.